In the crazy year that was 2016, M. Night Shyamalan's grand cinematic return came in the form of Split. The movie focused on a mentally unwell man and the three young women that he, for some horrific reason, decided to kidnap. The film was, for the most part, well reviewed, and ultimately left the majority of people thinking that M. Night Shyamalan was finally getting back to his roots. I watched the film in theaters when it first came out, and honestly enjoyed it. It was the first scary movie that I had ever watched, and from then on, I have grown to love horror movies and consider the genre as one of my favorites. This video isn't really about what I thought of Split, or myself in general though. It's about a debate. Does mental illness belong in horror? Is it harmful to present those who suffer from these illnesses as villains? Split remains a controversial film in relation to this debate. The main antagonist of the movie has dissociation identity disorder, or DID, which is characterized as having more than one personality or having split personalities, as the film's title suggests. It works as a coping mechanism for those who most often than not went through horrific childhood trauma. Split's representation of DID is criticized by some medical professionals for being unrealistic and potentially harmful to those who actually suffer from the disorder.
An individual with multiple personalities can change their body chemistry with their thoughts.
In a Healthline article on the matter, the International Society for the Study of Trauma and Dissociation is quoted as saying, "With respect to Mr. Shyamalan's ability to write and direct truly frightening movies, depicting individuals with this or any other mental disorder is a disservice to his artistic ability and to the over 20% of the population who, at some time or another, struggle with some form of mental illness. In fact, to further marginalize those who already struggle on a daily basis with the weight of stigma." It is a captivating debate to discuss, for mental illness is so intertwined with classic horror. The theme of childhood trauma leading to violent and dangerous individuals is as old as time itself. You can see similar representations of DID-like illnesses in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, 1980 slasher flick Sleepaway Camp, and even the story of the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1886. The question is if this is okay. Professionals on the topic don't think it is, but I am conflicted. I can't say that my opinion is anywhere near as credible or reasonable as what these experts have to say, but I find it interesting nonetheless.
Kill me.
I first learned about DID after watching Split. The movie not only sparked a love for horror within me, but also a curiosity in relation to mental illness and the concept of psychology in general. After watching Split, I spent many hours researching DID and learning about what it's truly all about. In a way, the movie made me more aware of the illness. The film's scary and captivating take on DID drew me in, and as a result, I came to know that it was in fact unrealistic. The issue is that some people were not as inspired to learn the truth as I was. I remember arguing with my father over DID because he did not believe it was real and was rather an illness that people were faking. It begs the question, did watching Split have anything to do with him forming that opinion? Did the absurd and fantastical way that it was presented in the movie influence how he thought on the topic? So the question remains, is this really all okay? In my opinion, I believe that if mentally ill people are being truly harmed, then it's not. Demonization of one's being has led to some of the worst events in human history. Whether it is one's gender, race, or mental health, it is never okay. I liked the movie Split. I thought it was a well-done thriller and M. Night Shyamalan proved himself to be capable once more. Does that mean I want to see another DID horror film made ever again? No. No, I do not.